My children, my children, my children, I call you. We can hear you. Flip that ish. Story time, y'all. Sit with me as I take my locks out of this 2-week-old updo and tell you the story of my spiritual awakening and how I found out about angel numbers. But first, I never really understood why some folks say they don't want locks because they like to change their hairstyle. Because I can get all kinds of styles out of these except bone straight, of course. But my hair wasn't genetically built for that ish anyway. So I had to find a way to love every part of me on this spiritual journey, even my hair. And locks was that way. Best decision I ever made. They help me feel proud and strong and beautiful. But what's important is that you find things that help you feel good too, no matter what hairstyle you choose. Learn to love your hair because we've been taught to hate it. So bump that. Knowing and loving your own hair, that's what a hair journey is about, in my opinion. And my hair journey runs almost simultaneously with my spiritual healing journey. So let's get into that. I've always had a pretty keen intuition, but I didn't always listen. The first time I truly listened and consciously felt my soul guiding me was in 2017. Physically and mentally depressed, muscle and joint pain, anxiety, it felt like everything was crashing down on me all at once. While lying in bed one morning, I felt the urgency to run my hands along my entire body, just above the skin, no real contact. I had no idea about Reiki or laying hands, no real conditions about religion or spirituality, but I did it and I felt better. The message came the next day from a movie on TV, clear as day. Morgan Freeman on Shawshank Redemption said this to me: get busy living or get busy dying. Totally changed my life, threw me into my first spiritual awakening. I don't know the exact date, but I'll never forget it. Those words reverberated through my soul, echoes of choosing to live or waiting to die, just living by default, washed over me. I looked at the clock. The time was 11:06, which is my date of birth, November 6th. It was the first time in surely a long time I completely heard my soul uttering distinct words of wisdom to me. I trusted it. I knew somehow that was a message for me to pay close attention to. 11:06, 11:06, good God, 11:06. Over the next year, I started seeing my birthday everywhere. Clocks, receipts, room numbers, everywhere. I knew nothing about angel numbers, never heard of them, but my soul found a way to communicate with me through the basic programming of this dimension, numbers, my birthday in particular. Thinking I was losing my mind, I Googled the number 1106, and that's how I pretty much found out about angel numbers. Eventually, I learned to set the language for what the numbers meant to me instead of being so general. And with this, I had a solid way to communicate on the soul level. It takes a while to trust your intuition, so I stumbled a little. In 2018, I tried the old programming. Go back to school, try again to finish your degree, then you'll be happy. Nope. My experience at school was great. I didn't finish, but I got what I needed, and the things I loved were reignited. Writing, social interaction, regular participation in a distinct community, the love of literature, and enhanced critical thinking skills. Yummy. Mwah, all of that. But little did I know, I wasn't there for a degree or academic relationships. I was there to reconnect with the classmate I hadn't seen in over 20 years. She was a tarot reader, and she changed my life. She brought me a gift, dropped it off, and returned to her journey so promptly. And that left me feeling quite lonely again and a little confused. I didn't quite know how things like divine timing worked at that point, but I am forever grateful to this person that channeled a message from spirit that it was time for me to leave school and start my spiritual journey. I resisted at first. I didn't believe it. I only had a little more than a year left. Why would I make this sacrifice and upheave my whole life? Well, that's how some great stories begin, I guess. And then 1106 finally came in 2019. My first grand was about to be born in less than a month. My whole perspective was changing. Legacy was heavy on my mind. What would I leave to my granddaughter? If I died without a cent, I'd want her to know I was at least happy and healthy. I'd want to make sure she was happy and healthy too, but also secure. So, on 1106, my birthday that year, I wished to be happy. Happy with myself, my decisions, my path in life, my personal achievements, just happy in my own skin. I wanted inner peace in my mind, body, and physical space. True fulfillment on the soul level. School wasn't doing that. I learned a lot, grew a lot. I was stronger, braver, smarter, but I wasn't happy. So my first real tarot reading was in December, and my first grandbaby was born in December, and I was still in school and beginning to feel very unhappy with the path I had chosen. But everything changed a few months later. In March 2020, the death of George Floyd showed me there was no going back to sleep. If they can show a black man being choked on the nightly news and people have mixed feelings about whether it's right or wrong, then there is absolutely no going back. I fully embraced my spiritual studies with the hope of fulfilling my wish to be happy, healthy, and secure. Fast forward to now, with me and my beautiful, luxurious locks in the final phase of me leaving the matrix. I have countless valuable lessons and blessings to share, and I'm ready to receive everything that Source has for me. I realize I'm a work in progress. We all are. That's the human condition. But I am happier than I've ever been. And for me, that's a bit of magic and a whole lot of grace working in my favor. All because I was brave enough to make a wish and believe. Now, tell me about your spiritual or healing journey, and how did you find out about angel numbers? Would you like to know more about setting your own angel numbers? Leave me a comment. Let's connect. With much love and gratitude, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.